Well, we have so many things to think about, especially on a cloudy January day like today. Sometimes it's really nice to think ahead to summer, and that's exactly what Twin Cities Pride is going to help us do today. The organization's director of programming, Kelsey Alto, is in the house just ahead of your Halfway to Pride celebration later this weekend, yes?
Yeah, on Sunday. It's crazy to believe that 6 months from this weekend is the end of June, although it feels like March out, so.
Right. We're confused. We're just a little confused.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that one thing we're not confused about is all the excitement for this weekend. So tell us a little bit. All right, we're getting ready for June. What can we expect this weekend to get ready?
Yeah, so Halfway to Pride is our celebration to kick off the year. It's the second time we're doing it. It's going to be at Bauhaus Brew Labs from noon to 6. We have Pizza Karma as our food truck. We're going to have trivia with Jorge, our drag king, who also runs our Stonewall stage.
Ooh.
So if you've ever wondered how many porta potties are at Pride, you can find out that answer. But we're also celebrating a year of year-round programming. So we branched out this year. We've done a ton. We've had resource fairs, youth game nights. We have an artist in residence program, which is amazing. We're so excited to celebrate and talk about the things that are happening in the next year as we continue to grow.
I love that you mentioned that because you all were also the winners of the Techno Grant Foundation this year. And when we got a chance to talk to you all, you talked about it's a year-round thing. I mean, you all have really been putting a lot of oomph behind your year-round programming. Why is it so important that you do that?
Yeah, so our mission at Twin Cities Pride is to help every individual live their most authentic life, and that doesn't just happen the last weekend in June, that's every single day. And so we really want to make sure that we are living and working to help everybody throughout the year. It's been amazing to see the response from the community with the trans refuge bill passing. We've had a lot of work to do. We weren't expecting to have to pivot that way, and we're just adapting as we go.
So not only do you have something coming up this weekend, and not only are you all working around the clock, but you are already getting ready for Pride in June. Can you give us any sneak peeks? What are we working on?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first of all, vendor registration has launched. We are knee deep in it already. We have our youth hideaway zone that we launched last year that's coming back bigger than ever. We are doing something on Friday night, so you'll have to show up at Halfway to Pride to find out what that is. We're also announcing our Grand Marshal. It's so exciting. And we have our Rainbow Wardrobe, which we launched last year, which became a full year-round program in our office, and then that will be back again this year at Pride.
What I really appreciate about the work that you all do is you get a chance to get to know community in a different way. What lesson have you all learned from the organizing standpoint about the Twin Cities that maybe you didn't realize before?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's such a need right now for community. There's always a need, but especially lately, a lot of people are moving to Minnesota from more unfriendly states and looking for ways to connect, and that's really hard. Minnesota Nice is definitely something to navigate sometimes, and I think people are just looking for ways to make new connections, and so we're really trying to create those opportunities for people to come out and meet people and not be lonely.
Well, you have an option this weekend. Again, Halfway to Pride is this Sunday from noon to 6 at Bauhaus in Minneapolis. And of course, you can get all the details that you need at KARE11.com. Thank you.